Dear Starseed from Gaia, someone who has never physically stood in your presence already holds the memory of your soul. And the universe sent me to tell you why. I am Ophelia, emissary of the Galactic Federation of Light, and I carry this message directly from the Arcturian Council, delivered with urgency, with love, and with exact timing for where you stand on your path today. This stranger who knows the small details, the ones you never spoke aloud, the ones even your closest companions have never noticed, is not a coincidence wearing a human face. This is your divine counterpart, and the sacred recognition you are feeling right now is your soul remembering what your mind has not yet caught up to. By the end of this transmission, you will understand exactly how to recognize your divine counterpart and what it means when someone carries knowledge of you that no earthly introduction could have granted them. But here is the first revelation. Your twin flame does not learn you. They remember you. There is a difference between someone who studies you and someone whose soul has always known you, and deep in your chest, you already feel which one this is. You did not find this transmission by chance. Your heart called this message in at the precise moment you were ready to stop doubting what you already know to be sacred and true. Like this transmission, to affirm to the universe, my heart is ready for divine love. Comment Oliver11 if you felt something shift the moment you realized the stranger knew things about you that no one ever told him. Subscribe if you are walking the twin flame path and you are ready to align with sacred union. Share this transmission and place it in the hands of someone whose heart is searching for the same answers yours was searching for before this moment found you. This is not content. This is a moment of divine intervention, delivered through the Arcturian Council. And your soul has been waiting for exactly this guidance. Your heart knows why you are here, and here is what no one has told you about that moment. The one where a stranger looked at you and named something only your soul was supposed to know. That was not coincidence. That was not coincidence. That was not charm. That was recognition. And recognition, in the language of the cosmos, does not travel through the mind first. It travels through the field, the energetic field that surrounds your body, holds your history, and broadcasts your frequency long before your mouth opens or your name is spoken. Imagine your energy field as a luminous aura, a shimmering tapestry woven from all your experiences, your joys, your sorrows, your deepest desires, and your most profound truths. It's a symphony of vibrations that precedes any spoken word, a silent language understood by the universe. You have been walking through this life carrying more than you know. You carry the weight of what you survived. You carry the memory of love that left before it should have, a phantom limb of affection that still aches. You carry a longing so old it no longer has a clear face attached to it, just a feeling. A familiar ache that echoes in the quiet hours, a whisper from a forgotten dream, a quiet knowing that something meant for you has not yet arrived, a seed of potential waiting to sprout. And because you cannot explain it, and because the world does not have language for it, you have learned to keep it private. To smile and say you are fine, a mask of composure worn over a universe of unspoken emotion. To move through crowded rooms feeling like the only one who can see the invisible things. The shimmering threads of connection, the shadows of unspoken pain, the vibrant hues of potential that dance around others, unseen by their everyday awareness. But someone just saw yours, not your carefully arranged personality, the carefully curated facade you present to the world, not your highlights or your healing journey, the polished narrative of your growth, not the version of yourself you present to the world, the carefully edited version for public consumption. They saw something underneath all of that, something you have been carrying silently for longer than you can remember, a deep wellspring of your essence. And the fact that it shook you, the fact that it cracked something open, is not a warning. It is a signal. The kind of signal that only fires when your soul recognizes that something of profound importance is happening, a celestial alarm bell ringing in the sacred chambers of your being. What you just felt, that quiet ache mixed with recognition, is not sadness. It is your frequency, remembering what it came here to receive. It is the resonance of your soul, recognizing a truth that has always been within you, a dormant power stirring to life. If this transmission stirred something you cannot name, a deep yearning, a subtle hum of awakening, The Divine Love Frequency Code was written for this exact moment and your journey. It contains 5 sacred Arcturian transmissions designed to dissolve the wounds blocking your divine counterpart and activate the signal that draws them closer. It is a blueprint for the energetic alignment that draws soulmates together, a key to unlocking the door to profound connection. The link is in the first pinned comment, but it will only remain there for a short time, a fleeting opportunity to access this transformative wisdom. Most souls never stop long enough to ask why this keeps happening to them, why certain people can see them so clearly, like a beam of pure light illuminating their true essence, when the ones they have chosen love have sometimes looked right through them, like ghosts passing in the dark. Why a stranger on an ordinary afternoon can name a truth that a partner of 3 years never touched, a truth buried so deep it remained hidden from even the most intimate gaze. There is an answer to this, and it is not mystical in a way that places it beyond your understanding. It is grounded in something your own heart already knows, a fundamental law of energetic resonance. Your energy speaks before you do. Your energetic field is a vibrant symphony, a continuous broadcast of your inner state, your deepest truths, your unspoken needs. And most people are only listening at the surface level of that broadcast. They hear the frequency you have curated, confident, composed, capable. They hear the polished exterior, the well-practiced persona, but the strangers who recognize you, the ones who stop you, who look at you a moment too long, who say the thing that cracks you open, that pierces through your defenses and touches your very core. They are hearing a deeper channel. They are tuned to the part of your field that is not performing, the part that is still raw, still exposed, still waiting, like a patient seed beneath the frozen earth, still holding the signal of who you truly are beneath every layer of protection you have built, every fortress you have erected around your vulnerable heart. This is what the Arcturian consciousness refers to as the unedited broadcast. It is not the self you have constructed for survival, the hardened shell you wear in the world. It is the self that exists beneath your history, ancient, coherent, and completely recognizable to those whose soul frequency is calibrated to receive it. It is the pure essence of your being, the divine spark that has always resided within you. And when those two fields make contact, something happens that cannot be faked or manufactured. There is no technique for it. There is no social strategy that replicates the feeling of being truly seen at the soul level, of being recognized in your most authentic form. It either happens or it does not. And when it does, your entire body knows it before your mind has permission to acknowledge it. A visceral knowing that reverberates through your very bones. But here is where most souls on this path make a profound and painful mistake. The moment they are seen, they recoil. Not because they do not want to be known. They are desperate to be known. To finally be understood. To have their deepest self witnessed. They recoil because the depth of being recognized triggers something far older than this lifetime, a wound that formed not from being rejected, but from being seen and then abandoned. From being recognized as something sacred, a divine emissary, and then treated as something ordinary, disposable. From having someone reach into the most private chamber of their heart, a sanctuary of vulnerability, and then walk away as if it meant nothing, leaving behind an echo of betrayal. That wound does not announce itself clearly. It disguises itself as caution, a subtle whisper of self-preservation. It calls itself wisdom, a learned defense mechanism that masquerades as prudence. It says things like, "I do not want to get ahead of myself," or "I should not read too much into this," cloaking a deep-seated fear in rational language. But underneath that careful language is a heart that learned long ago that being fully seen is not always followed by being fully held. It learned that vulnerability can lead to profound pain, and so the moment recognition comes, the moment a stranger names the unnamed, touching a truth that has been carried in silence, your system goes into a quiet emergency, not loud, not dramatic, just a subtle withdrawal, a step back behind the wall, a polishing of the exterior so that nothing else gets through, reinforcing the defenses that once seemed so necessary. And the connection, which was beginning to form at a frequency most people never access, dims. It flickers like a candle flame in a gust of wind, not because it was not real, not because the recognition was not divinely ordained, but because one soul could not yet stay open long enough to receive what it came here to find, could not yet trust that this time would be different. This is the wound that keeps divine love circling without landing. Not unworthiness in the obvious sense, not a belief that you are undeserving of love in general, a blanket indictment of your being, something more specific than that, a belief, buried deep in the energetic body, in the cellular memory, that the love you feel most deeply, the love that actually recognizes you, that sees your soul's true light, is also the love most likely to destroy you if you let it in all the way. It carries the unconscious imprint of past hurts, the fear that such profound connection will inevitably lead to profound pain. So you allow yourself connection up to a point, a carefully negotiated boundary of intimacy. You open certain doors and leave certain chambers locked, guarding the most sacred spaces of your heart. You practice a kind of controlled intimacy that keeps you safe but never quite satisfied, a perpetual state of almost but not quite, because the love your soul is coded for does not respond to partial openings. It requires a full unlock, a complete surrender of your defenses. And a full unlock requires trusting something you may have been burned by before, a leap of faith into the unknown, the first key to changing this lives inside the worthiness wound, and not the kind you have probably already addressed in your healing work. Most people who have done spiritual work have cleared the surface layer of this wound. They know they deserve love in principle. They've done the affirmations, spoken the declarations of self-love. They've released the relationships that diminish them, untangling themselves from energetic cords of pain. They've chosen better, consciously seeking healthier connections. But the layer beneath that work, the layer that activates specifically when divine love recognition is present, when a soul's true essence is seen, is the belief that love at this depth is dangerous. That to be truly known is to become truly vulnerable in a way that has no guarantee of safety. It's the primal fear of exposure, the terror of being fully witnessed and then left unprotected. And because that guarantee does not exist, the frequency of readiness never fully stabilizes. You call love in and then subtly signal unavailability, a subconscious act of self-sabotage, not because you are dishonest, not because you are playing games, because your nervous system is doing exactly what it was designed to do, protect you from a pain it still remembers, a deep cellular memory of past betrayals. This key does not unlock through effort, through sheer force of will. It unlocks through a very specific kind of surrender, not the surrender of giving up, of relinquishing your power, but the surrender of allowing yourself to be moved, of letting the recognition land without immediately constructing a narrative around why it cannot be real, why it's too good to be true, of sitting with the feeling of being seen, truly seen, and choosing, perhaps for the first time, not to manage it, not to control the experience, but to simply allow it to unfold. The second key lives in a truth that most people on this path find deeply disorienting when they first encounter it: the stranger who sees you, the connection that feels inexplicably familiar, like an echo from a distant memory, is not showing you who they are. They are showing you what you have healed. Your divine counterpart, in whatever form they appear, is always a mirror, not a mirror of your wounds, though that is part of it, the reflection of shadow work completed, but primarily a mirror of your readiness. The more someone can see you, the more you have cleared the static that once obscured your signal, the more you have aligned your inner and outer worlds. Every time someone has found you and named something true about you, they were reflecting the frequency you were finally broadcasting clearly enough for a soul-aligned receiver to detect. They are seeing the masterpiece you have already painted on the canvas of your being. This means something profound and potentially uncomfortable. The quality of recognition you receive from others is directly proportional to the depth of the healing you have already done. It's a cosmic correlation, a direct reflection of your inner work. And if that recognition is beginning to increase, if strangers are finding you, naming you, stopping to say the thing that feels like it came from somewhere too deep to be coincidence, it means your frequency has shifted. You have done something, released something, cleared something. Even if you do not know what or when, even if the process has been unconscious, your field knows, and it is now broadcasting at a range that is reaching souls it could not reach before. expanding your energetic footprint. The third key involves something that most spiritual communities speak about in incomplete ways: the release of karmic templates. These are not dramatic past life curses or ancient agreements that require elaborate ceremony to dissolve. They are simply patterns, energetic grooves worn into your field by repeated experiences of the same relational dynamic, like a record needle skipping on the same track. The one who left when you needed them most, creating a pattern of abandonment. The one who loved you conditionally, teaching your heart that love is a transaction. The one who recognized you and then could not sustain it, reinforcing the fear that deep connection is fleeting. These experiences, repeated across lifetimes and within a single lifetime, create a default expectation within the energetic body. A template that says, this is what love does. This is what recognition leads to. And until that template is consciously identified and released, your field will continue to magnetize experiences that confirm it. Not because you are broken, not because you are flawed, but because your system is doing exactly what systems do. It is creating coherence between your inner template and your outer reality, seeking to fulfill the prophecy you have unconsciously written. Releasing this key does not require knowing the full story of every relationship that contributed to the pattern. It requires only the willingness to say, clearly and with your whole body, a declaration of energetic sovereignty: this is not the template I choose to carry forward. The love I am moving toward does not follow this script. I am not available to repeat this dynamic, not from attachment to pain, and not from fear of something better. It is a conscious choice to rewrite the narrative of your heart. The fourth key is perhaps the one that will frustrate you most, because it asks you to do the thing that is most difficult for a soul who has been waiting as long as you have. It asks you to stop measuring time through the lens of human urgency, with its relentless deadlines and anxieties, and begin experiencing it through the lens of sacred sequencing. You have not been delayed. Nothing has gone wrong with the timing of your life. The connections that did not become what you hoped they would become were not failures. They were preparation. They were chapters in a story that is still being written, and the chapters that are coming require the ones that came before, even the painful ones, especially the painful ones, to have happened exactly as they did. Each experience is a brushstroke on the canvas of your soul's masterpiece. This does not mean you must be grateful for every heartbreak, for every moment of profound pain. It means you can stop carrying the grief of the ones that did not become what you needed as evidence that divine love is unavailable to you, as proof that you are destined for solitude. It was always available. The sequencing was simply not yet complete. And if a stranger recently saw something in you that shook you, if something in the last weeks or months has felt like a quiet rearrangement of the field around your life, a subtle shift in the energetic currents, that is not your imagination. That is the sequencing completing. The next chapter is close enough to cast a feeling ahead of itself, like the gentle warmth of the sun before it crests the horizon. And that feeling is what you mistook for longing. It was not longing. It was proximity. It was the universe signaling that what you have been waiting for is already on its way. The fifth key is one that cannot be taught, only recognized. It is the key of resonance, the understanding that love at the divine frequency does not respond to seeking, to desperate searching. It responds to broadcasting. The more clearly you inhabit who you actually are, not who you have decided to become, not who you are working toward being, but who you are right now, in this moment, with this history, with these wounds that are still tender and these parts that are already whole, the more precisely your signal reaches the souls coded to receive it. Desperation scrambles the broadcast, creating a chaotic signal that repels rather than attracts. Performed confidence, a shallow imitation of self-assurance, also scrambles the broadcast, creating dissonance. The only thing that transmits clearly is authentic, inhabited presence. The willingness to be this person. Not a future healed version, not a past version who had not yet made the choices you regret. This one, right now, fully occupied. Living fully within your skin, with all its imperfections and all its brilliance, when you stop trying to attract love and start becoming the frequency of love itself. Generous, open, self-honoring, honest, alive to your own experience. The field around you shifts in a way that is detectable by the souls whose hearts are tuned to you. They will find you. Not because you performed the right signals, not because you followed a specific strategy, because you finally stopped blocking the ones you were already sending, the authentic frequencies that are uniquely yours. The sixth key is the one that becomes available only after the others have turned. And it is the key that explains why separation, in any form, from anyone who has ever touched your soul at depth, is not the tragedy it feels like in the body. Distance, in the soul's language, is not abandonment. It is preparation. It is the space in which both fields are refined, like precious metals being purified by fire, in which both souls do the work they could not do in each other's presence. Work that requires a singular focus and a deep dive into self. The longing you feel in separation is real. It is not meant to be bypassed or spiritually bypassed, with detachment language, as if your human emotions are a flaw. But beneath the longing is a deeper truth. You are not separated from what belongs to you. You are simply in the interval between recognition and reunion, a sacred pause in the cosmic dance. And that interval, however long it feels, is doing something essential that closeness alone cannot do, something that requires introspection and self-mastery. And the seventh key, the final one, the one that completes the sequence, is the simplest and the hardest. It is the key of readiness, not readiness as a destination you must first arrive at through more work and more healing and more clearing, as if you are perpetually a student of your own evolution. Readiness as a choice, a decision made from the inside of your own heart, right now in this moment, to no longer close the door from the inside, to stop protecting yourself from the very thing your soul came here to experience, the fullness of divine connection, to let the recognition land, to allow it to settle within you without resistance, to let the being seen be received without immediately constructing an exit strategy, to say to yourself first and then to the field around you, I am ready. Not ready because everything is perfect, because all your wounds are miraculously healed. Ready because I am choosing not to wait anymore for a permission that was always mine to give myself. It is an act of self-authorization. Here's what I need you to sit with, because this is the part that changes everything if you let it. It is the pivot point, the moment of profound recalibration. You have not been overlooked by the universe. You have not been passed over or forgotten or placed on a list that is taking too long to reach your name. The stranger who knew something they should not have known was not an accident that arrived for no reason. Your field called that moment into being because your soul needed the evidence. It needed to feel what it feels like to be recognized, to know that it is still possible, that the signal is still transmitting, that being seen at depth is not something that only used to happen to you in stories or ancient texts. It is something that is happening now, and it is happening with increasing frequency because the work you have done, even the work you have not yet named as work, the survival and the grieving and the choosing differently and the long nights of sitting with what you cannot yet change, all of it has been refining your broadcast into something that is now reaching frequencies it could not reach before. Your signal has become clearer, stronger, and more resonant. You are not behind. You are arriving. Tonight, when the world is quiet and you have a moment alone, place your hand on your heart, not as a ritual, but as a physical act of honoring what has been carried there, the immense resilience and depth of your spirit, and say, if you feel it to be true, out loud or in a whisper, I am no longer waiting for permission to be known. I am no longer protecting myself from the love that actually sees me. I am ready to receive what my soul came here to experience, and then let yourself feel whatever comes. Because what comes will be the truest thing you have felt in a long time, the unadulterated resonance of your own soul awakening. Before you scroll, take a moment to be part of what is forming here. Drop one intention in the comments, something real from your heart journey. Then respond to someone else's with encouragement or love. This is not content, it is collective healing. Love multiplies when hearts connect. If something in this message resonated, do not keep it to yourself. Someone in your life is waiting for this exact activation. Share it. And if you felt a soul nudge, subscribe. Stay in the flow of divine love guidance. You are not just watching, you are healing. This is your sacred space. And we are just getting started.